Tips to pass your math test. Be confident, practice, and be patient. Repeat to yourself, yes, I can. Welcome to another video for GED Math Practice. So let's see the first question. Question number 1. Which group of numbers is listed in order from least to greatest? So from the smallest to the highest. When you have a question like this, the first thing to do is to write all the numbers in the same format. That means what? We have a decimals and we have a fractions. So it will be fine if you can convert the fractions in decimal. So we're gonna have 0.25, which is that same 0.25. Okay. Now the 1/2 is same as a 0.5. That's a half. The 3/4 is same as 0.75. And we have a 0.8. Now you have to understand that to compare these four numbers, we need the same number of digits after the decimal. For 0.25, we have a 2 digit after the decimal, which is 25. For 0.5, we have 1 digit, so we need 2 digits. Therefore, we're going to complete with a 0. So 0.5 is same as 0.50. The 0.75 is fine. The 0.8, we're going to write it as 0.80. Okay. Now, because we have a 0.0.0.0 for all of the four numbers here, to do the comparison, we'll focus on the digit after the decimal. So we have a 25, we have a 50, we have a 75, we have a 80. Now, in terms of a comparison, 25 is smaller than 50, and the 50 is smaller than 75, 75 is smaller than 80. Therefore, the smallest is 0.25. After that, we have a 1/2, which is 0.50. After that, we have a 3/4, which is 0.75. And the last one is a 0.8 or 0.80. So the correct choice here is A. Question number 2. Find the slope of the line graphed below. Slope question is a question usually come in the test. So when you have a question like this, understand that you can use two different methods. The first method, which I see simple, will be the rise over run. So the slope m, okay, slope m is rise over run. Okay, what that means? So here we have a 2 points on the line. So what we'll do is that we'll move from one point to the other point. But the top, the rise means here we have to move vertically. It can be up or down. Okay, so we have up or down. But the thing is this, when it's up, we say plus. When it's down, we say minus. Okay. Now you have to understand that the run here will be left or right. And when it's left, we say minus. When it's right, we say plus. Therefore, moving from one point, so suppose we want to move from this point here to the other point. The thing we have to move, first of all, vertically before horizontally. So vertically, we'll move down. And we move down how many units? 1, 2. So let's make it properly. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 units. We move 4 units down. And because it's 4 down, it's going to be -4. After that, we'll move from this point 1, 2, 3, 4 to the other point. So 4 units to the right side. And because it's right, it's going to be +4. Okay, so -4 divided by +4 is -1. So the correct choice is C. Now, let's use another method, which is to use the formula. So the slope formula. For that, we need the slope formula as y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, so we're gonna have, let's write it down, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So for that, we need to label these 2 points to avoid the mistake. So I will call here x1, y1, x2, y2. So based on the formula, y2 here is 0. So my m will be 0 minus y1 is 4. Okay, divided by x2. x2 is 3 minus x1 is negative 1. Okay, understand that x1 is a negative value, but the formula itself has a negative sign. So what I highlighted here in yellow is the negative sign from the formula, but x1 is another negative value. So therefore, we're going to have the top as negative 4 divided by 3 plus 1. So 3 minus negative 1 is 3 plus 1. And you're going to have negative 4 on top divided by positive 4. And negative 4 divided by positive 4 is negative 1. So we get the same answer using the formula. Okay, another strategy, I can share with you is that when you have a line like this and they give you 4 different answers, okay, you have to understand that when the line is going down, which is the case here, the slope will be negative. I repeat, the line is going down, so the slope will be negative. Therefore, we'll say that B and the D are out. They cannot be the correct answer because we have a line going down, the slope will be negative. Now, how you know that a line is going down? When you have a graph like this, just draw any, horizontal line through this graph. So, horizontal line. And think like you are moving from the left side to the right side. So left to right. Okay, left to right. Now let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, so on the left side, the graph is up, is above the line we draw. The graph is above the line we draw. And on the right side, the line is below the horizontal line you draw. So this will tell you that, okay, the graph is going down. But suppose you have something, okay, like this. Suppose, let's make it clear. Suppose you have your coordinates, okay, x, y, and the graph is like this. Okay, so this is the graph going up, increasing. So to know that, you just draw again any horizontal line, okay, through the line, and you think like you are moving from left side, always you read from left side to the right side. And doing that, you see that when you are on the left side, the graph is below the horizontal line you just draw. And on the right side, now the graph is above the horizontal line you draw. So it's increasing here. So below, above, increasing from left to right. Now, above and below is decreasing and the slope will be negative. Yeah, I spent many minutes on this because it's very important that will help you to solve any slope questions. Okay, now let's see the next question. Question number 3. They say simplify. It is exponent question. Simplify. Okay, you'll see here choice A, they say 21 raised to 20 power. Yeah. If you choose A as a correct answer, that's a big mistake. Yeah, that's a big mistake because here we don't multiply 3 by 7 to say 21. Instead, Let me rewrite the expression. So we have a 3 to the 9th power multiplied by 7 to the 5th power. Okay, multiplied by, we have a 3 to the 4th power multiplied by 7. Okay, close parenthesis. That square here means you will multiply this expression by itself. So you have again 3 to the 4th power multiplied by 7. Remember, suppose they say 4 to the 2nd power. This is a 4 multiplied by 4. So we take the number we multiply by 7. Therefore, if I have a 3 to the 4th power multiplied by 7 in a bracket, in a parenthesis, and they raise it to the 2nd power, will multiply this expression by itself, which is done here. Now, let's see what's going to happen. Okay, so based on the property of exponent, what we'll do that is to take 3 to the 9th power, we'll multiply by 3 to the 4th power, we'll multiply by the other 3 to the 4th power. So I take this, I take this, I take this. Okay, now we'll take 7. So we have a 7 to the 5th power multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. That means what? I take this, okay, I take this, I take this. But understand that 7 alone has power, which is 1. Okay, so any number you have or any variable you have, that variable alone has power 1. So what we need to do here is to take a 3, okay, and add all these powers, which is going to be 17, okay, multiply by, we take a 7, and then we add all these powers, so which is going to be 7. Therefore, the correct choice here is D. Yeah. So we have to understand that we add the powers when the base is the same. So the base here we have a 3, 3, 3. The base for the other side is 7, 7, 7. So same base, we can add the powers. But if the base are not the same, we cannot add the powers. So it's not to multiply the base, but it's to keep the base and add the powers when the base are the same. Okay, the next question, question number 4. They say add. This is a square root question. So 7 square root of a 5 plus a square root of a 5. First of all, you have to understand that when they say 7 square root of a 5, that means what? You have square root of a 5 7 times. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's like we add. So you have a here 5, okay, 6, okay, 7. So you have square root of a 5 7 times. And they say plus square root of a 5. So that square root of 5 is like only one square root of a 5. Yeah. So in total, how many square root of a 5 we have? 8 square root of a 5. Okay. So understand that this question is like we are doing 7x plus x to say 8x, or 7 bananas, okay, plus banana, 1 banana. So you're gonna have 8 bananas, or 7 apples plus 1 apple, or 7 students plus 1 student. So we have a like terms. Therefore, we combine the coefficient. So there is an invisible 1 here. Therefore, the correct choice is A. Okay. The next question, simplify. So this is an order of operation. Yes, order of operation. So we see that for order of operation, we use the acronym PEMDAS. Okay, PEMDAS, where P will be the parentheses, E exponent, M multiplication, D division, A addition, S subtraction. But if you see here, there is no parentheses, so P is out. In the question, there is no exponent, so E is out. Now, M and the D, multiplication and the division. Now, there is a rule saying that when you have a multiplication and the division in the operation, always see this from left to right. Okay. If multiplication comes before division, you do the multiplication first. If a division comes before the multiplication, you do the division first. So whatever comes first will be done first. And here we see that we have a division before the multiplication. Therefore, we'll do the division before the multiplication. But you have to understand that we're not to do addition and the subtraction yet. You have to follow this order from left to right. So to do the division, we're going to have 8 plus. Now, what is this division? 16 divided by 4 is 4. Okay, and we multiply by 5 minus 3. After the division, now we can do the multiplication, which is here. So we're going to have 8 plus 20 minus 3. Okay, so we have an addition and the subtraction left. Again, we read this from the left side to the right side to see what operation comes first. Because addition and subtraction, they work like multiplication and division. They are on the same level. So here, from left to right, addition comes before subtraction. So we'll do the addition, which is 8 plus 20. Okay, we have 28 minus 3. And the 28 minus 3 is what? 25. Therefore, the correct choice here is B. Okay, you have to understand that overall, practice makes perfect. So, like the video, subscribe so you can get the next practice video. Thank you.